Welcome all the folks that will watch this on YouTube. We are here with a 4v4 match. I think this will be the first 4v4 match I'll put up on YouTube. We are on a map called Red Bull Express. And as the allies we have for you today, the Seeking guy playing as the USF faction. We got Artavik playing as the Brits.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Legio Roma playing as the Soviets. And we got another Brit player in the form of Ashabla for the Axis. We got another pre-made team here. We got Airfield playing as OKW. None other than our own little Ben Panther. Mr. Sturmpanther playing with Austere. Kieseswerk also playing with Austere. And last but not least, I think this is... Who is this? Smiley face. I have no name, no clue who this is. This is Stalingrad. Thank you chat for helping me out. Stalingrad. Also playing as the OKW. So the smiling face will from now on be known as Stalingrad. We see a classic 4v4 build order. Kubel rushing towards the fuel to deny heavy cover building by the allies. And it succeeded. This infantry section actually took quite a bit of a beating, losing 3 models. Meantime, on the other fuel, the infantry section did manage to capture, but it's now getting suppressed by the MG42. Has a nice arc, also has an angle on the USF, but can't turn its gun in time, so it's gonna pick up. Try and reset up. We see a sniper out for Legio Roma, 0 kills yet. He's moving over to the fuel to start helping over here. Sandbags going down here. For Stalingrad, it's gonna help. No heavy cover on the allied side, so definitely an advantage. Even got heavy cover here on the tractor, but that's definitely gonna work out. Engineers hiding in this house, but they got a lot of opponents shooting at him. We got Airfield going for the flank on this infantry section. Let's watch this pan out here. Grenadier MG opening up on the engineer. We also have another sniper coming up. And I'm curious what's going to happen to this infantry section. They're about to get flanked here. Closing the distance, then a good early retreat. Wouldn't stick around for too long there. Ashabla knows what's up. Getting a little bit body blocked, but no chase. I think that's a missed opportunity. Could have definitely gotten a wipe if there was a better chase and body block, even though the Vickers was ready to support. Meantime, on the other side, thanks to the universal carrier, the Axis have been able to, the allies have been able to push back the Axis from the fuel. And all these OKW Volksgrenadiers don't have access to Faust yet, so it all comes down to the Grenadiers from Kieseswerk. Keep this universal carrier at bay, but so far it's not seeming stopped. In the center, hide and seek by the sniper from Sturmpanther. Let's see if he can get the counter snipe off. He sees it now, should be able to fire. Needs to retarget it. He's going for the target now, and there he goes, counter sniper. Counter snipe has been achieved. Meantime, MG42 been flanked. It needs to pick it up. And if you look at the overall map, we see a split. On the right hand side being in favor of the Axis, while the left hand side is in favor of the Allies. Allies have had more control of the center VP, which means the Axis are slowly losing some of their VPs. It's still quite early in the game, so this isn't a big deal yet. Squad wipes is something that's a lot bigger deal, but I think the only squad that has been lost so far, as far as I can notice, is the sniper for Legio Roma. And he isn't building a new one, he's now stuck on 3 penals. Not a big fan of penals in any game mode for that matter. Usually bleed a lot of manpower, so I'm curious to see what he's gonna come up with. Maybe some shocks to support, that's also quite expensive.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Allies finally making a push on the right hand side fuel. Only a Volksgrenadier to defend. So the infantry sections of Ashabla will take control of this sector. Same time Axis coming up, 2-2 now has been acquired. First light vehicle on the field apart from the universal carriers. Seeking by backpedaling towards his ambulance to heal while on the field. And all these heavy covered positions make the fighting quite intense. Whole bunch of squads hiding there, whole bunch of squads hiding there. I think this universal carrier is doing work. Already vet 1, already has 5 kills. And it's pretty head to head. Allies now having better map control, double fuel. Once again 2 VPs. Oh, we see 2-2 going for the universal carrier. No snare nearby. AC is still in the build. We can definitely chase it down. Needs to hit that next volley. Doesn't want to go too deep into enemy territory, I would assume. And he gets it. Universal carrier down for Ashabla.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
See, looks like a mechanized regiment has been acquired here for Stalingrad, going for that Puma. While Arrowfield has gone for the battle group and immediately gotten some medics out. But there's a forward position they can reinforce at. Artillery coming down, probably from Ashabla. Probably threw it down with one of his sections. Yeah, he got one of the Pioneer upgrade, Pyrotechnics upgrade. But it looks like the left hand side is firmly in control for the Allies. With quite the defensive position. Bunkers going down, built by Artevik. Healing on the field. There's already an ET gun underway, so that's going to be a tough spot to crack. Well, most of the fighting will probably end up being in the center from now on. See a whole bunch of squads from the airfield pushing up. Forcing away the penals from Legio Roma. Let's see, is there any commander picks yet? We see one commander pick, Airborne Company for Seeking. And no commander picks yet on the Axis side. And another heavy cover position taken here by Seeking. But he is fighting a huge blob here. Moved forward by Stalingrad. Nice attack ground there by the AT gun on the Puma. And the Allies are moving backwards towards the healing point. And it looks like a good old fashioned blob wars. Blob versus blob. But I think in this case it's quite simply a matter of more stuff beats less stuff, and the Allies definitely have more stuff, so not an ideal place to fight. Even a pyrotechnic flare goes down, so there will be artillery as well. And we're not able to stay there. Cases were trying to backpedal these grenadiers, but it's taking him a lot of manpower losses. Puma wasn't on prioritized vehicle, so AC gets a nice little shot in there. And the Axis have to beware now. All the squads from Stalingrad are pushing up, which means the flank from Seeking is coming in. This might be dangerous. Looks like he turned right in time to meet it ahead. MG42 gets MG34 gets decrewed by the Ziskin, it seems. Ziskin, best artillery piece in the game. Already 4 infantry kills. Kills more infantry than your infantry. Penals haven't really done much if you look at the kills here. 1 kill, 3 kill, 2 kill. Definitely not being cost effective. Once again a huge shot there from the Ziskin. Taking a huge amount of health of all these foes and even getting 2 models. ISG now on the field, the League, to provide some indirect fire support. We also have indirect fire for the allies in the form of the 75mm pack howitzer. It still has a huge amount of damage, already up to 3 kills. And at the same time, Artavik has built a mortar pit in quite a nice position. So it looks like the front line is stabilizing more. I think we can draw a line across the field here. And the fighting will most likely be on this side. See one lonely MG defending the flank. Sniper, how has it done? Only 9 kills, not that much. Not that much in 10 minutes. Definitely could do better than that. University is still alive though, 7 kills, so not that bad either. It looks like this pack Howie is going to town. Already up to 9 kills. I mean, 4 man LMG Grenadiers is like the worst thing to have against the howitzer. Because they work best when they're in cover, when they're stationary. It's like the perfect target for the pack Howie. Keeping this on the field with like no HP is a silly maneuver. Better choice would be to send that one squad back to base and heal it up.
Our renovated HQ is ready, and heavy tanks
Army of
are
Ashablo pretty small, only 3 infantry sections, an engineer and an MG. But the amount of infantry and support weapons for airfield is quite humongous. 3 Volks Grenadiers, he has the Storm Pioneer, an MG-34, double ISG. Not able to get any kills on that yet. He already has some AT support. And he now has the forward Opel Blitz. That's an interesting way of keeping his squads on the field. ISGs of course also have access to the incendiary barrage thanks to this commander pick Feuersturm. Meantime, Storm Panther is desperately trying to capture the center, but his LMG Grants are getting deleted once again by the Ziskin. Double Ziskin barrage. One of them already has 8 kills. Balance team, are we watching this? Because this should not be the doing of an AT gun. Sniper opens up on the center, 15 kills now, so definitely has been doing some more work in the past 2 minutes. It looks like some artillery might have happened here. Pack Howie has been decoyed. There's a second Pack Howie. Missed the action on that. Is there any rocket artillery on the field for the Axis? Let's see. Yeah. Stalingrad indeed has gotten a Stuka out, so that must have been a Stuka hit. And the Stuka will probably get a whole bunch of kills, especially when they keep reinforcing on that same spot. When the Axis know where they are reinforcing, it's quite easy target picking. Also, scout plane in the air, flying over from Storm Panther, and we see Seeking Guy immediately going for the counter pick there. The AA half track for the USF is coming up, which will shoot down the plane at a near instant. Valentine now for Ashabla, so he's going light into a light medium vehicle. So big tanks will probably be away for quite some while. But he does have a little bit of an advantage now, especially against the airfield here. We only has 1 AT available. Also 1 AT gun in the center from Storm Panther. Storm Panther almost no mainline infantry left. I think he built 3 Grenadiers, but only has 1 remaining now. Nice suppression there by the MG-34, followed by the incendiary barrage, forcing a full retreat. A very small area to move up into, and as you can see though, this ISG incendiary barrage can cover the entire area. It's a nice little chokehold he has there. You can try and flank from the right hand side, but it's quite a difficult pathway. Especially the retreat part then. But the Siskins are once again on artillery duty. It looks like they are racking up kills once again, 3 kills. MG-34 almost went down there. Again reinforced on the field there. Thanks to the use of the Opel Blitz. Now incendiary barrage is coming in somewhere. And the concentration barrage as well. Ooh, takes out the stern pioneer. That airfield is desperately trying to stay on the field. But all his squads are quite low, so this might be a costly endeavor. Meantime, the Axis once again on the left hand side going for an attack. Stalingrad pushing up. Stuka has fired once again. Only got one kill this time. Second Stuka available though. Hasn't fired yet, so moving up on the field. Let's see what this is going to fire at. Finally, Stuka opens up. Probably on the little blob here. Oh, but goes for the AC. That's an interesting choice. Almost takes out the ambulance as well. I probably would have gone for the infantry. A lot more costly. Nice double pack to get rid of all those trenches here. 222 is still alive. Cases were going for Jaeger armor doctrine, so it can upgrade with the spotting scopes, which will provide pretty nice vision. MG42 just doesn't have the arc here. For Artefix, infantry section grenade is going to be thrown as well. No retreat here. Doesn't notice it. It is pretty late. One model remaining and no models remaining. Meantime, this Stuka is once again killing stuff. 6 pounder gets decruit. Roomba on the field now for Kate's work. And he did manage to keep all his infantry alive, so that's nice. Gave him access to this quick broom bear. And I think he's one of the people with the most manpower, considering he has also built 2 fuel caches. 1 fuel cache only for the allies. And this Schwer is in an interesting position. That is quite aggressive and forward. Stuck it straight up on the fuel. We also have a commander pick now here. For Legio Roma, in terms of the KV-8 flamethrower tank. That's an interesting choice. It is burning the 18 gun down nicely. And this Schwer is pretty short-lived. That's what you get if you put it so far forward. Triple AT on that Schwer and it gets killed. ISG is getting stolen as well. And it looks like the second ISG has also been lost somewhere. So airfield taking quite a bit of a beating. He did manage to squeeze out his P4. So we did get a tank from that Schwer, but it's going to be a long time before he has another one. Stuka once again taking out some of the crew weapons. I think they're in the war of attrition. On the left hand side the allies are losing, and on the right hand side the Axis are losing. That's a 1.5 shot command Valentine moving forward. AT guns however not set up. We'll be able to get out of there. Tommies in the building are doing God's work, but they can't hold against the horde of the Volks. P4 is also there. Say hello. Doesn't connect its shot though. 4 models will be able to run home. Rumour has taken quite a few shots already, but 0 kills. That's interesting. Now, Artevik has rushed for the Comet. He even still has his Universal Carrier alive and 10 kills. 3 armor hit there from the Puma. Back bounces. Another shot penetrates. Jackson available for seeking. Two goes down. That's a nice pickup. A little bit less scouting capabilities in the center. And center VP is going to be in control for the Allies once again. Axe is already down to 250. Oh, Jackson moving forward, going for that P rifle. Does get the P rifle, but might trade its life for it, and he does trade its life for it. The Jackson for P rifle, that's about a 60 fuel difference. That trade is definitely not cost effective. Big push here from airfield, taking out the 6-pounder. There's no tank to back Asherblow up yet. Has he already tagged up for tanks? Let's see. He does have hammer available, but not enough fuel for the Comet. Remember, he went for AEC and Valentine. Valentine saying hello, penetrates the P4 frontally. Immediately takes a retaliation shot. Big boy KV-8 rolls up to do some more flame damage, but Keaton's watch is on. Penetrates 2 shots. One of the rear armor hit. Second boom bear out for the Axis. This one is for Sturmpanther. And looks like the Axis are now slowly pushing. Finally took control of the center VP. Sniper is on 23 kills. It's pretty decent. Axis also up to a bunch of rocket artillery. 1 P-Rifle for Sturmpanther. The P-Rifle from Kaisersberg already died. And double Stuka for Stalingrad. And they are doing work. 29 kills on the first one. And 12 kills already on the second one. Oh, Brumba taking a beating. Down to 2 shots. And there is some rocket artillery for the Allies on the field in the form of the land mattress, which is probably the worst rocket artillery in the game. And the Stuka once again deletes the Howies. And pack howitzers are pretty good, but from the moment the Stuka is on the field, it's just a waste of manpower. You need to start switching towards the Scots. Once again, takes out a whole bunch of stuff. Even more artillery came down. Stuka's now up to 34 and 16 kills. And just look at the manpower here from Seeking. Absolutely not available. Look at the sets. Oh, the match stats say it all. Asherblow not able to trade equally. Legion Roma is not able to trade equally. Artefakt manages to trade positive. But then you have Seeking. And he is getting absolutely slaughtered by Stalingrad. And now even more rocket artillery in the form of another P-Rifle, probably a rebuild by Kaisersberg. And it was a P-Rifle from Sturmpanther, which immediately died again. I mean, I get the fact that the P-Rifles need to be quite forwards to be able to get a good shot in. But immediately losing them every time isn't worth it. Mortar Pit has done some work, 16 kills and counting. Getting repaired at the moment, more Stuka fire coming in. Brumba is not even up to Vet 1 yet, only 6 kills. So that's a little bit underperforming. Another Stuka, but not too much damage on that one either. Imagine if he accidentally hit this the 3-inch mortar pit with the repairing crews. That would have been juicy. Comet is doing work. At the moment Altavik is probably hard carrying the Allies here. Allegio Roma also has a decent army. He has enough fuel for a IS-2 heavy tank, but there's nowhere near enough manpower. You just look at his Pinos. These have been built at the start of the game. This one is not even Vet 2 yet with only 4 kills. This one only has 6 kills. And one of them 13 kills. So I doubt he's trading cost effectively of those. One thing has been working for him, it's his guns. Valentine goes down, got backed up by a Comet here. Trying to take out the mechanized headquarters. The Big Daddy is on the field, the Tiger B, Königstiger. The field clearly not wanting to reinvest in the tech for the double Shoer. But straight for the big boy. And it's proving to be quite nice. Confidence down to one shot, I think. Gets hit. No, actually he has enough to take another shot. Rocket artillery also had been called in on that AT gun to force it away. Now the P4 is strolling forward. KT's almost full health still.
Our capture point. They're trying to take
And
it.
Ashabala is on a run for his life here. Nothing to back him up. Legion Roman now pushing in deep. Going for that battle age clue.
Our enemy has only
The
200
double pack show up on the side. Throw a satchel to force them away. Which means Legion Roma can continue with trying to destroy the base here. That's what you get if you build everything in a forward spot. Another big boy is out here for the Axis. With the elephant for Keys' work. And I don't think that there's a lot of stuff to deal with it. Looks like the rocket strafe has just been used unsuccessfully. Don't see any Axis armor dead. Command Panther out now as well. But this is one juicy army. Puma, double Stuka and a Command Panther.
Orders complete. Adjust fire.
And Storm Panther is saving up a whole bunch of manpower and fuel. Probably also wants to go for the elephant. Then there's double elephant on the field. IS-2 is not the tank you want now. With those heavy tank destroyers. You're better off probably with the Su-85 spam. The IS-2 is just as the King Tiger known as a bad tank, bad heavy. And I would argue that the IS-2 is worse than the King Tiger. King Tiger might accidentally still get some kills. And it's a very big dice roll to whether or not the IS-2 will actually hit something. KV-1 has done a bit of work, but not that much. More Stukas are going down here on Seeking. And if you just look at his manpower, it's non-existent. Still only has one tank. Has plenty of fuel for more, but doesn't seem to be able to squeeze about. No healing either for the players here. They do manage to keep control of the VP. So all this manslaughter is not enough for the Axis to actually take control of the territory. Nice little bit of forward spotting there by Seeking, using his Pathfinders. Ready to field himself. And more rockets going down. Taking out another AT gun, which almost gets destroyed. Out of field, double coming right now. Lamp Martins with the rocket launcher once again fighting, hasn't gotten any killed yet. Would have better used it here on the infantry blob, but fired once again blindly into the fog of war. Only got one kill. Firefly now available for Asherblot. Probably a good choice against the King Tiger. You want to outrange that a little bit more than what you can with the Comet. Nice incendiary there by Legion Roma. Gets the kill on the infantry of Storm Panther. One thing Storm Panther hasn't been good at this game is keeping his infantry alive. And now the Bear is in trouble, needs one more shot. But the IS-2 is already retreating because of that double pack opening up. Nice bundle there, almost takes out the Peanut. This gun is running on away. And it's going to hide here behind the bush. IS-2 fires another shot without any decent damage.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
MG goes down.
Is now available. Heavy Panzer, ready for orders.
And this Brumba is already up to Vet 2, 20 kills and counting. Ooh, Jackson in trouble, needs to run away. Elephant's had its eye on it. Together with that Command Panther. Jackson taking quite a bit of a beating here from that AT gun. And it looks like defensive artillery has been activated. Perimeter overwatch by Asherblow to keep this mortar pit alive. Forces away all the infantry. IS-2 went forward. And it just died. No idea what happened there. A little bit of a waste if you call me. Meantime, Airfield is happily sitting on this side of the map, not doing much. Good teamwork, Airfield. Getting shelled by a Sexton from Asherblow. Ooh, huge hits there. On the Yobos, getting absolutely annihilated. Main gun quit on the Comet, needs to run away. Panther also on one shot.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
And let's see how the Stukas are doing. And both Stukas still alive. Would really love to see a T-34 just try and dive these things, because already up to 54 kills on the first one, a second one up to 25. But a huge amounts of damage. Once again it's firing. If you can follow the rockets here. A decent shot, just taking out another 3 models, followed up by the Broom Bear here. Might take out the MG, and the MG gets deleted. No MG available anymore. Attack round from the Elephant there, misses the Comet. Just slightly more rocket artillery coming down, absolute mayhem. Everything is yellow cover in this map. Starting to look like a moon crater. I mean, if you build a couple trenches on each side, you can probably play Christmas soccer on the center. King Tiger not up to much, 6 kills. But Asherblow also can't really push. Saxon only got 2 kills. Double pack with Elephant in the center, with Broom Bear. It looks like that KV-8 is about to get snared. No, retreat before the snare goes off. 22 kills, but not really enough. Finally, we see a Katusha. Ooh, those packs open up and everything penetrates on that KV-8. Down to 1 shot. Needs to run away now. Meantime, the fighting continues on the left hand side. Bundle being thrown, decent dodge there. More rocket artillery coming down. On the mortar pit, and no brace means the mortar pit goes down. And it looks like Artivik has been losing his infantry as well. 2 fresh engineers with no combat experience have been built to repair all the combats he is making. And Seeking is also only at 50 pop cap. He's not doing too hot either. And once again, more rocket artillery goes down. This one not hitting too much. Artavik struggling in the center. Needs to fight these Peakrans, the Broom Bear and the Elephant. But it's a tough job. Especially if he doesn't use his AT guns in unison. This might be dangerous now though. You see a lot of tanks moving over to the left hand side. Is Airfield quick enough to respond to this? Let's see where they're heading up to. Oh, close range beware for probably on the assist guns. Absolutely annihilates them. Gets both. Very nice barrage there. That's probably the first decent barrage as well, but oh, so effective. Immediately recruits 1. That's very low health. Rocket artillery being called in on the Europe, probably wants to get rid of that Siskin. And it does get deleted. Comet taking a beating. Pack guns are lined up, Elephant is lined up. And these engineers are working overtime. And it looks like the Axes are slowly driving all the allies into this small corner. With this continuous rocket artillery barrage. And the extra range they have in their tanks. I think what we're really missing here is the ability to ram and bam. So definitely dislike Legion Roma as commander pick. And I also don't think that double blitz is wise on a laney map like this.
Ready to do some damage.
Because in the end, we'll probably lose it to Panthers and Elephants. There's just not enough room to maneuver. And this pack gun is just slowly pushing up, supported by the Brumbear, so no infantry can get close. And boom, the Brumbear takes out another AT gun. One is up to 24 kills, which is already more than the KV8, and this KV8 has been on the field for ages. Now double rocket artillery for Legion Roma, but it means he has no way to deal with tanks. Apart from one Siskin. Probably won't be enough, but as I say this, the Brumbear might be in trouble. One more penetrating shot is needed there from the Jackson, and it misses or bounces, couldn't really see. Second shot bounces. Quite lucky there.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina.
Panther only Vet 1. Vet 5 here on the Stuka, 69 kills. Nice. Raketen's going down to the Katusha though. Can the Axis allies manage to turn the tide there? You see triple Volksunion storming forward, once again decrewing IDT gun, and there's no way Legion Rome can stop this. Also lost his KV8. Archibald's army isn't that impressive either. The Saxon, don't know if it has fired a lot. That wasn't 2 kills after the first barrage. Not being able to get any value either. 32 kills on the Brumbear here. Even this Elephant is already up to Vet 2. And if you look at the pop cap, almost all the allies have like 90 or more. And all the Axis have 90 or more, and the allies are... The allies, now I got 70, 80 pop cap, but Legion Roma has no vehicles left. I think just both these Katyushas, where are they? I think they just both got the rocket artillery by the Stuka. That is a devastating loss. Nice little barrage. I think this one was the culprit. 2 vehicles destroyed. And now the Saxon gets destroyed also. All this being done by Collins. Just took a dive from coming down here somewhere as well. Looks like probably on the AT guns. But that one was dodged. So the flares of Stalingrad, the artillery flares which you can't shoot down, spotted both the double Katusha and the Saxon, which then were targeted by the Stuka and by the rocket barrage. Looks like a comet push is going on here. Might be traffic jamming each other, but they're going in for the King Tiger. And marching forward. March of the comet is happening. You see some artillery coming in for probably the allies. P-47 strays as well. P4 goes down. One more shot needed on the KT. KT goes down as well. Mine gets triggered by one of the comets. Main gun destroyed on the Elephant. Needs a couple more shots in the rear there. Manages to kill the Elephant. Can he get away with a couple of his tanks at least? Incendiary barrage has been activated. Main gun destroyed and gets taken out by the Sturmpanzer. I think overall a pretty decent trade. Lost one tank so far. And they took out the P4 and Elephant and the King Tiger. But at the same time, ooh, another tank goes down. Another Panther goes down. The Jacksons are marching forward. Triple Jackson wall incoming. It looks like they're stuck in front of Double AT and an Elephant. Dangerous spot. Main gun crit on the Command Panther. Command Panther goes down. One Jackson down. Otherwise one shot. Do we get a snare? No snare for some reason. Meantime, the Comets are still doing work here. So huge amount of damage, probably in favor of the Allies. Is it enough? They only got 100 VPs remaining. Managed to decap the left hand side, right hand side. And now the Stukas are fighting once again. Why is he firing here? Let's follow the rockets. Once more, flares in the air. AT goes down. And all these engineers are working overtime. So much needs to be repaired here for the Allies. And the big angry infantry blob coming to take that VP back in control.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
Robert has something to say about it. Big bomb goes off. Comet gets a nice hit in. Also, ooh, the Panzerwaffe might be in trouble. Can he get a shot in? Doesn't get a shot and needs to retreat at Comet. Jagdpanzer and Raketen are there. There are a whole bunch of Comets here now. Panther to support as well. Retreats all infantry for no reason. Could have easily kept one there. Probably is playing with the hotkey on that one. That Comet gets away with one shot. Firefly in the distance watching on. Outraging the rest a little bit. More rocket strafe. P-47 rockets coming in. Got a couple nice shots in on that Panther. LSF managed to capture the center somehow. Don't think there's much remaining. Sea King has 2 Jacksons. A little bit of infantry artifact on 3 Comets, all being pretty low health. Ashabot 2 Comets and a Firefly also all pretty low. And Legion Roma should be ashamed of himself, playing with 3 squads. Going for another IS-2. This is the worst tank you ever can make. No reason to make it. Should probably just build the T-34 and SU-85. A lot more useful. Even against elephants and the like here. And those Stuka just keep having 72 kills now. Ooh, Firefly goes down. Once again, flares are up in the air to get that vision. Nice strafe there from the P-47, sticking out a couple of Sturm Pioneer models. Building goes down, MG gets taken out, mayhem everywhere. And these Comets are trying to hold the line, trying to push back the Germans to Berlin. It looks like there's just an endless flow of AT after AT. Nice phosphor shot. But nothing really connects to delete those AT guns. And there's already a double pack ready to take over the job. Axis capturing every point at the moment. Triple cap will be established shortly. And let's look at that IS-2. It's a big slow tank, already takes a huge shot. Runs into double pack gun, a Panther, a Puma and an Elephant. And it has done absolutely nothing. Just as I predicted. Literally the worst thing to build. Looks like an all-in push from the Allies one more time. Comets running forward. P-47s once again coming in. Elephant might go down. One Comet already down. Jacksons are doing a little wiggle in the distance. Jackson down. Elephant down. There's more here for the Axis. Another Panther. Takes out another Jackson. Command Panther might be in trouble, but no way the Comet will ever get out alive. opening up on the rear armor are these Raketans, and Vet 5 has been achieved, so they will fire like a machine gun. GP4 misses somehow. Command Panther gets taken out. More rockets flying in. Couple hits on that Panther rear armor right there. Another Jackson running forward, gets good shot. AT gun is lining up. Connects. This combat is trying to go somewhere. Needs to get past this Raketan. And the Broombear. Raketan penetrates frontal armor. Vet 0, but does get the nice RNG wall and takes out that comet. Meantime, last of the Mohicans stuck on the edge of the map. Does manage to finish off the Broombear. How long can this one stay alive? It's on a sliver of health. It's going in for another kill, but the Panther is on the chase. Does he know it's coming? He doesn't. Shows the rear armor. The Panther connects. And for extra bully points, the Elephant blows up the carcass immediately. What do we have left? I think we got a Sherman and a Jackson left, strolling about the field. There's already been another Command Panther being called in. And I don't think the allies have much remaining here. The Stuka with pinpoint accuracy has also been killed, but this one is still alive. 45 kills on that one. Commandos have been popped, try to force away more commandos to try and capture the VP. Try and do something here. Jackson is outranging the Panther there, forcing it away. Allies have managed to capture the center. And Kaiserswerth not waiting for another Elephant, just queues up a whole bunch of Panthers. But it's already pop capped. That's how much resources he has.
We are suffering losses.
Panzer Grenadier goes down and a Panther joins the field. Combat Vet 2 going in, but it's marked by the Command Panther. It's getting shot off in the side. Finds the Stuka at least. Also sees P-Rifle. Can it get to the P-Rifle? No, it turns the gun around the wrong way. Doesn't have line of sight through the wreckage, and this P-Rifle gets away. One more combat in the build for Artific, but that's the last of the fuel and manpower. And Asherblock can get one more combat, needs to build it though. Doesn't have anything right now, no AT available, is just running up with infantry, trying to rush towards the point. Meantime, center getting decapped by the Axis. And Seeking, trying to hold strong on the left hand side. The double pack-on is moving up. Vet 3 and Vet 2. There's no way this Jackson will be able to do any damage. Even a bunker has been built here. Immediately gets a grenade thrown upon it, bunker destroyed. Minus 150 manpower. Epic flank here from the Storm Panther. It's going in. Does really manage to hit the Sherman there. Only a little bit of splash. Finally a useful tank has been built by Legion Ramoma in the form of a T-34. Let's see how quickly he loses this one. Somehow they have managed to take control of the center. Even the Axis are running out of manpower and fuel here, especially Stalingrad losing all his Stukas, having to rebuild all his infantry. Maybe Kaiserswerth can donate some because he still has a humongous army. Panthers are running forward right now. Find the comet. Whole bunch of shot penetrate. Jackson is on the retreat and firing as he goes. Panthers not willing to dive any deeper. Meantime, a scramble is going on for the center here. Incendiary barrage on the center VP, trying to keep it in allied control. Stuka dive bomb on top of the AT can take out a huge amount of models. Panther running up, and I hear the rumble of another King Tiger here for Everfield.
Push your attack.
And it doesn't look like the right hand side will be decapped. And the center is going to be decapped quite soon. These are the last efforts here by the Allies to try and get something done. But it looks like this 4v4 brawl is about to end. T-34 rushes forward and dies.
The enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
And another section goes down for Ashabla. Three VPs here under control for the Axis. 20 VPs
25
remaining
points left. Nil
for the
enemy
Allies.
threatening a capture point.
And the Allies call the surrender. Let's take a moment here to go over the player stats. And as we can see, there was one guy firing with the rocket artillery, and there was one guy on the receiving end. And it was Stalingrad who had access to those double Stukas, getting it whooping 234 kills here. And Sea King was on the receiving end, getting a maximum of 240 units lost. We look at the army value graphs for the Axis. We see that a lot of them max out armies quite some time. Yeah, about 11 minutes long. They were all on the max out armies. And then the big push happened where Everfield lost his P4 and King Tiger, dropping him into a deep dive there. And on the Allied side, we see that they never really reached that max army size, especially Legion Roma, definitely not doing his part. And they had to dive with the Comet several times, and you just see that they're killing stuff, but they're not killing enough stuff, and they are not able to get out alive, considering how much AT support the Axis had. Take a look at the personal values for, I think this is probably Ashabla. Most valuable unit is the Comet tank. Legion Roma's most valuable unit was the Siskin. And only 30,000 damage on the Siskin is not that much considering how much armor there was on the field. I think if I would need to pick the worst player, or the guy that played his worst match, it's probably Legion Roma. Definitely went for the wrong command, or IS-2 builds were not doing anything. And Sea King was doing quite nice, even though he getting pummeled by that rocket artillery constantly. And it looks like we just backsplat while looking at the last of the stats. So we have to end the video without having all the stats. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment what you think about the 4v4. I'll see you guys at the next video. Angry Dutchman out.